Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. So the video today is for the MaxiSys on a 2014 Mark 7 Volkswagen Golf. The engine on this is the 1.6 TDI. I've been doing some work on this car, you might have seen the videos for it. So let's see what the MaxiSys can do on this. So, ignition on. And let me see, yeah, it should be right here. So let's try the auto scan. Oh crap, was not connected yet. Let's try again. There we go. Okay, so this one is that one in there. That one is the Golf Sports Van, which is not, that's the USA can. So that's going to be my one. This is a sedan. And we are ready to go. So this is the main menu, not rocket science. Vehicle profile will take you to the details of the car. Repair information. DTC help information. I think I took you through these in the past. So search for DTC, so you can put the DTCs on and it will show you what they are. So is these codes? You want to know what one of the codes are, and we'll take you through, which is quite good. Repair information will take you through this stuff. So if you go, for example, adaptation of the jar, we'll tell you the steps you need to take to get it done. So loads of information there. We're not going to go through that, all that. So let's see the programming and customization. So all this is quite straightforward. Cloud backup is for you to make a backup of the car. The coding, this works fine. Obtain the backup code. So once you do it, through the VIN number, you can just recode the car back from the online. All this is stored on the, I believe, is stored on the hotel server. So these two functions, I know they work. Hide functions is functions that are not, it's a little bit of coding of functions that are not available through normal on the car. So you can go normal mode or expert mode. So for example, like that, auto closing windows via rain sensor, quite self-explanatory. So if the rain sensor detects rain, it closes the windows. I think there's one as well for the roof, in case if you have a roof. So all these sort of codings, okay. I'm not gonna say they're all gonna work. Maybe some of them, they are not even available on this car. If you don't have rain sensor, obviously it's not gonna work, for example. But it's the sort of stuff you can do. Then you have the expert mode, which same stuff, but is a little bit more of a manual. And you have the online coding. I don't know if this is gonna work. So it tells you to back up first, and all that stuff. We're not gonna go through. All the cars didn't work, the online coding, so let's just try, because I'm sure you can cancel these halfway through. So let's try, for example, something really simple that's not going to make much of a mess in case if, let's try, for example, just want to see, I'm looking for the radio. Where's the radio? Okay, I must have passed that. So let me look for the radio. It's just purely to show you guys if it does work or not. Sound system, perhaps. Okay, so the selected function is not available. Okay, let's try. Okay, I didn't want to do this, but let me see if the online coding actually works. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna work, because otherwise we'll say not available. Okay, so it looks like it works, the online coding, and what it does is on the hotel servers there is all the, through the VIN number will be all the coding options for this car. So you can actually do an online coding. So if you get a module replacement and you don't know the coding of the old module, you can just do an online coding, and that's going to put all the coding on that module that is supposed to be on this car, which is really, really helpful. So it looks like it works for some module, which is really good. Next menu, guided functions. Once again, you go to there, and then the MaxiSys will take you through how to do certain procedures. Just there we go. So for example, like that. So you select which engine you have. Okay. This I don't even know which one is this one, to be honest with you. So I don't want to do this, but it takes you through step by step how to do certain procedures. Okay. Hot functions is basically shortcuts to other stuff, as you can see. So suspension, self-explanatory. So I'm not going to take you through this. And the last one, diagnosis. So in here, guys, we have the auto scan, which is going to look every single ECU possible. We have the manual selection, and we have the CAN gateway. If you have this option, it's always quicker because all the modules are already set up on the gateway. So it's a really quick scan. And the MaxiSys doesn't need to go and look for all the modules. So that's it. No faults at all. But let's kind of see what the MaxiSys can roughly do on this car. So we're going to do engine first. So we have this. We're not going to go through the first bits, obviously. Let's kind of look at live data. I think there is quite a lot of live data on this car. Takes a little bit to load the data. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, there is really a long list. So I'm gonna scroll it really quick. If you guys see anything that you want to look at, you can easily pause the video. On these new cars is no longer through the channels like on the old versions. I'm not going to even wait for the data to load here. I'm just going to scroll down. You guys can pause if you guys want. Even because I'm sure anyone that watched these videos for the MaxiSys skips this bit anyway. So, but I will show you just in case. We're gonna be here forever. As you can see, the live data is absolutely amazing. There is live data for everything. There is live data for stuff that I don't have a clue what it means. So we're not even halfway through. Oh, it's gonna take a while. Right. Nearly there. I hope the other modules are not like this, because otherwise I'm not going to do this on every single module. Finally. Right, this is the live data for your engine. Let's go back. Adaptation. So all the adaptations you can do. Injector programming. Blah, blah, blah. Basic settings. All the basic settings you can go through. Advanced ID. So is the... For you guys, this is already on the old modules, but here it tells you a little bit more. So programming attempts, number of programming of successful. So it gives you a little bit of data about the. Let me see which engine code is on this car, by the way. CLHA. There we go. So it gives you a little bit of more advanced information about the module. So we have secure login, so for you to put the pin of the car, obviously. We have the coding. So long coding, obviously. And we have guided functions here. I will get to the online login in a second. But we have the guided functions once again. Same stuff as I've showed you earlier on the other menu. Secure login. These never worked on the old models. Okay, so it gives you these options. So a little bit of info here. So now hold. When you go to like VCDS, for example, when you go try to log in to do some sort of base settings and stuff, you need to put a PIN code. And the VCDS, when you hover over the window where you put the PIN code, usually comes up with a pop-up box which tells you what PIN number you need to do for basic settings and for the other stuff. The MaxiSys, all the models, does exactly the same thing. So when you press in the area where you put the PIN code, it comes up with a list. Or it comes up at the bottom saying which codes you can put in or something like that. But it tells you the same as the VCDS. So here it gives you all these options. So code to base settings to log in for that. Login for adaptation and login for base settings. So let's see if I can do, for example, for adaptation. Secure login 1. Let's see, do I have network? Yes. There we go, look, online login, okay. He logged in fine, which means he's taking the code from the hotel servers, which is really good. It doesn't tell you the pin, but he obviously logs in, which is really, really good, because otherwise you'll get stuck to do certain jobs. So that's my engine control module. Let's gonna go to brakes. I'm gonna try to speed up through now, because otherwise the video is gonna be way too long. So let's quick go into live data. Okay, so there we go. So loads of live data as well, guys. Look. I'm just gonna over through really, because otherwise we'll be here forever. Okay. But it tells you all this stuff. The live data on these newer cars, on these newer Volkswagen, is really good. So active tests, self-explanatory. Adaptations. Basic settings. Obviously you have to log in to get some of these done. Advanced ID, I'm not going to go through. Manual, PIN, security access, login, forget about it. Coding. Once again, is that, so I'm not going to show you these on every module. Guided functions. And secure login, let's see if that works as well. Just curiosity. I think if you worked on ECU, it's going to work on here as well. So for base settings. So it gives you two options. Not sure what's the difference, but let's try login 1. Login OK. Let's try login 2. Login OK. So not really sure what's the difference between both, but yeah, so it works fantastic. So I believe the online login is going to work for every single module now. So we have seen it. I'm not going to show you that on every single module. So it's going to go through the main menus and functions. So live data. I think this is the climatronic. I think it is HVAC. There we go, for the AC and all that stuff, all the flaps. All the air vents here, all that good stuff. Okay, back. So active tests, self-explanatory, adaptations. Remember guys that some of these adaptations you don't need to log in. So the same with some of the base settings. Coding. Once again, I'm not going to show you these all the time. The coding is just that. So I don't know if it shows you, if it helps you with the coding. Oh, it actually does. So there we go. So it actually helps you with the coding as well. It shows you all the bytes, what you need to do. So which byte you need to set for different functions. There we go. Like coolant type, for example. So this is the same for every single module, okay? Secure login, guided functions. Not going to show you the secure login. We're already seeing it works. So you need to select which one you have. I'm not sure which one I have here, so we're going to skip this. Guided function most likely is going to be like flaps adjustment and stuff like that. So central electronics. Let's go to live data. Okay, so there we go. It's a little bit of live data as well on here. So we're just gonna quick go through all the states for lights, doors, turn signals, blah blah blah. A lot of stuff that is not applicable, obviously. Back. Okay, active tests. Quite a few. Adaptations. Quite a few as well. You can just pause between screens. Basic settings. Coding we've already seen what it does. Guided functions. There is. Okay, so that's it. Let's go to the next. Adaptive cruise control, ACC. Active tests. Heated lens, component protection, alignment procedure. So I'm not going to go through that. Basic settings. Coding. Oh, God. Guided functions. Calibration. I'm sure you need to be on one of those rigs to calibrate this. So, it's why it's losing focus. Okay, so airbags. Live data. I'm always curious about the live data on airbags. Let me see what does it shows. Okay, it only shows that. Let me see if it shows resistance of the circuits. That's usually what's good. That's what I like to see. Oh, it actually does. That's very good. I really like this on airbag modules when they show you the resistance of the circuits. It's so easy to trace faults down on airbag systems when you have this sort of information. Okay, so that's good. That's my live data, active tests. Adaptation. Basic settings. Guided functions. Just curiosity, because it's a safe, is a safety module. Let's see if it allows me to log in here on this module. So for basic settings, let me see if it allows me to. Okay, it says it's not accepted. That's interesting. So let's try to do what it asks me to do. Ignition off. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Let me try again. Okay. Oh, I need to leave the key off. It could be because I've been logging in into other modules. Maybe. I'm not going to be here with the key off now for ages. And so it looks like the online login might not work for every module. Okay, I'm not even sure which module we logged in now. Anyway, live data. It looks like the module in the steering wheel. Active tests. Adaptation. Skip all these guided functions. Just commissioning. Let's just try again, because this is not such a safety module. Let me see if the login works on this one. Okay, so it looks like not all the modules you can actually do the online login. So it might be that one day you're going to need to log in into something and you can't do it. Okay, live data for the dash. Active tests. Adaptation. Basic settings. Guided functions. I'm curious to try, guys, but once again not supported. So you made the first couple modules, but it looks like gateway. It looks like you can't do on every single module, so okay, I had to pause because it took a little while to load. And it looks like we're gonna have loads of live data here from the gateway. So, oh dear. Installation lists. Let's keep this quick. Installation list, current installations not available. Bus identification, gateway component lists. Bus sleep mode, readiness. Oh dear. I need to find a different way to make these videos when the live data is this long. What sort of live data is this? Component protection participant occasionally wrongly, what's that? Wrongly authentication. Occasionally. What sort of live data is this? No one is gonna look this video through all the way. Oh dear. Okay, so live data is done. Finally, back. So active tests. Adaptation. Basic settings. Let's try that again. I should probably try through every single module, to be honest, but I'll do that on the next one. So not supported in this case. Guided functions. Okay, door electronics, driver side. Live data. So hold live data for the switches on a door and all that stuff. Active tests. There we go. Windows, central locking, adaptations, basic settings. Let's try that again. It's gonna say not supported. Yep. Guided functions. Steering assistance. live data. That's it. Active tests. Not supported in this module. Adaptation. Basic settings. Why not? Oh, there is one in there. Let's see what happens. Wow, it logged in. That was good. So I think it's going to have to be a try and see which ones, which modules are available to log in online. Okay, the passenger side door, I'm going to skip that one because it's going to be the same as the driver. It looks like the multimedia module. Adaptations. Basic settings. But let's try that. Why not? Not supported. Guided functions. Okay, I'm not sure which one is, so we're just gonna leave it. Okay, and the last one is parking assistance. Live data. Active tests. Adaptations. Basic settings. not supported. Guided functions. And I think that's it, really. Yes, I'm sure I want to come out. So it looks like that's it, really. So 42 minutes of video showing you what the MaxiSys can roughly do on this car. If you have lasted this long, comment below. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, guys, so that's it for this video for the MaxiSys on Mark 7 Golf 1.6 TDI 2014. So hope there's some information on this video you guys are going to find it useful. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do have any questions, any comments, please put them below. And like always, guys, thanks for watching.